Well, howdy y'all. Well, learned something new today about videoing. When you're doing it with your phone, don't have your Bluetooth speaker on in the tractor, okay? Because, man, when I just was listening back through that chat there, it was like, sounded like a bunch of hogs fighting in the background. So it was pretty bad. So I'm redoing the chat, but good news on that whole, out of that whole deal was, while I was out here chatting, one of the neighbors showed up, and she's this awesome lady that lives up here in the front, and her and her son come back and said, hey, you wouldn't be interested in some rocks, would you? And I said, well, of course I would. And he said, well, I've got all these beautiful paver rocks that they're all flat on one side, and he said, I pulled them out of a little garden area, and he said, we got a trailer load of them. And he said, if you want them, I'll bring the trailer over here and just drop it off, and you can just unload them at your leisure. And he said, I don't need the trailer for about a week. And I thought, yes, thank you. So to you all, appreciate that very, very much. He said there's probably about enough to do the inside of the pergola here, y'all. So that'd be very sweet to do that. Really looking forward to doing that. Once we get this dirt raised up around here and start putting that together, that's going to be very sweet. So, yeah, back into the Farmer John overalls. I love them, really do. I never knew they'd be this comfortable. Otherwise, I'd have been wearing it. But I'm in Florida. I've always been in Florida, so wearing something like this was not really much of an option, you know, as it was just entirely too hot. So in Florida, most of the time, and I was in shorts and flip-flops and tank tops, you know, or no shirt at all. And in the summertime, that's usually the way I am. But let me show you here what we did out here, y'all, today. So I got tow truck out, and we went through and smoothed a bunch of this out, and smoothed out some of this dirt over here, because it is starting to dry out a little bit. Like, it's still a little squishy here, but you know what? We can walk around. You can actually see some dry dirt right there, which is pretty nice. Took down, smoothed out some of this big pile here. And as you can see, tow truck will go right through this. So it doesn't phase her much at all for that. So that's pretty sweet. The pond is looking so much better now that we got it drained down a little bit. Some of the water is starting to come out of the yard now. So that's even sweeter yet. So I'm probably gonna leave that little cutout over there, for that's where the other pipe is gonna go. And you can see the white pipe and how it's going. So all that corrugated pipe, y'all, is gonna go right through there and into the ditch. So next winter, when it's raining out here and getting flooded, all this water that's sitting in the yard will come to the pond, you know, because it comes underground, and it'll come to the pond, and then the overflow will go out there into the ditch. And like I said, it's about 80 feet across there, something like that. So that'll be pretty sweet doing that. And this will keep everything dry. And by then I'll be working on the ditch and making it flow like it's supposed to, you know what I mean? So as we got that one pipe in the road out there, so that'll help get that over there. And we'll slowly but surely work it all that way. But as you know, the other pump died over there. And I'm afraid to put the other one in this pond and keep pumping this water right now, because I really don't want to have to go through this the third time with a return. So we're going to keep that other pump just for aerating this pond. And also, if we get any more major rain, we can pump the water out of the barn. So we're not even going to try and use it on this anymore. I don't know why they're just stopping, or if they're just junk or what. But yeah, I don't want to go through that anymore. So that's what we've got going on. I did manage to get tow truck to grade some of the drive out here, and I can bring you over here and show you that. But we did get some of that done. And hopefully I won't hit the button and mess the video up again. But you can see here, we're starting to get the drive to clear out a little bit and smooth it out. So that'll be doing good. So Mary and I were out talking a little while ago about the pond, about its approximate size and all that kind of good stuff, and depth. So we're thinking we're gonna have a deep end about 40 foot by 40 foot. And then that'll be the real deep swimming area, and what have you back there in the back. And plus we'll have some more of that corrugated pipe that'll feed from where the creek runs through there. So it'll fill the pond, and then the excess we'll have another pipe on the other side, so that'll keep it flowing to the creek. And that's the plan there, so that we can keep the pond full when it rains, and also in the summertime when everything's trying to dry out. We want to put a natural filter system in there, you know, so that'll be all about buying a bunch of pipe and a bunch of 1.5-inch pipe and making all that happen. Then we're just going to put a pool pump on it, and that's the way it works, you know. I've been watching the pond guy for a while now. I've been watching how he's doing a lot of these bigger ponds, and I think it's going to be very cool to make that happen. And I don't think it's going to take that much. We got Bertha over here, and Bertha, you know, will do some digging. So we're getting there. So let's go out here and check out the ditch, see how well it's doing. Because, you know, all of this dirt, y'all, we've got to fill all of this up. We got to fill it up as high as tow truck is over there. So it's got to come up about 1 foot from where I'm standing right now. Same thing over here. All of this has all got to come up about 1 foot, 1.5 feet or better. And you can see just where over the years how the roots are on those trees. You can see where over the years the dirt is just washed out. So, you know, nobody's been back there taking care of this place, you know, for 40, 50 years. So who knows, you know? Nothing's been really done with it. And you can see the ditch here is now plenty full. So we'll be working on that and some of that there. You can see the ditch, it's back filled up again. So I definitely want to get out here and get some of that coming out. And let's go down here and see if, looks like my pipe ain't deep enough down there now. But that's all right for right now, because everything, like I said, everything's drying out. But that pipe right there, y'all, has been underwater. That's a low spot in the road out here. And that height right there has been underwater. You can see the water was all the way up to the bottom of those trees right there. Let me walk you up here a little bit and show you a little bit better. So the water has been as high as those tree roots right there. So that right there keeps it, so when it gets start getting up that high, it'll hit that pipe for sure and go on out here. And that's what the goal was, because this area right here, y'all, is usually a nice little mud hole coming through here. So that was the reason for the pipe at that height. And once I get to working on this ditch a little bit more and filling it in back where it was originally, then it'll just be a really small ditch coming down through here, and that water will build up and hit this pipe and go on out. And that's what we want. We want to go across the road. So that's the plan there. But you know, all of this is pretty high. Over here, all the ground is all pretty high right in there. And it works its way to this low spot right in here, and then comes out here. So I don't know how well y'all can see any of that back there, but at least through the phone anyway. But that's the plan. So I can't wait to be able to get all that dried out and be able to get Bertha in there and start clearing that out and cutting up the wood and everything, making firewood. So, you know, we put that platform out there. Rachel and Sean gave us their old mattress and an old blanket, and we covered that mattress and everything up on the dog's platform. Well, Bandy has decided that that blanket is her play toy. So, and now I just seen her over here. We had it wrapped in plastic, and now she seems to think the blanket's all tore up now. So now I can start tearing the plastic up. It's either that or she just don't like laying on the plastic, one of the three. And so, speaking of the devil right there, Mr. Sean, the back to good man. So, what's happening, brother?
It's getting off work.
Work? Why you want to cuss at me like that? It's a 4-letter word.
Right? Well, some of Yeah, still got to do it.
Yeah, we're out here just chatting about the property and how everything's starting to drain. So, got a bunch of this leveled out. Yeah. Neighbor come by here a little while ago and going, give me a bunch of these rock-looking pavers.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna fill the pergola.
Oh, heck yeah.
Once I build the dirt up underneath there, and we'll put that on top and put some pea gravel in there.
Yeah, I see you smooth the driveway out some. That'd be nice.
Yeah. He could almost drive all the way through it. At this point, it's getting that dry, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, when you get done, come on over for a minute.
All right.
So anyway, guys, we did talk to Gary TP. He's supposed to be coming down today. I haven't heard from him yet to see if he's actually made it or what's going on with him, but I figure as soon as I get done with this chat, I'll rattle his chain. He's going to be moving down here from Arkansas. He bought some property down there by Waldron area, which is very cool. And we're really hoping that we get some other cool neighbors soon. But I can't spill all those beans yet because it's not a for sure thing yet. Nobody's got all the details worked out, or say yes or no on the details of that. So, but we're hoping that all goes through, and then I'll tell you all about that at that point. But as you can see, look at the mud. I'll show you the mud. See this? Tow truck just walks right through that deep stuff like it ain't nothing. But at least I got all this smoothed out, and you see the height we've got to bring it up. So we got to bring this up about a foot for that pergola, and then we'll be putting that rock in there, and all of this brought up about a foot, maybe even a foot and a half or 2 foot. So that's where all that dirt's coming from. Sorry guys, I'm trying to flip you around. Are y'all getting dizzy yet? I'm getting dizzy just flipping around. So nothing wrong with dizzy sometimes, depends on what day it is, right? So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we're gonna see about getting a few other things done around here. I know I haven't had a chance to move all that stuff over there yet, but my engine's sitting on it, so I can't move it yet. That, and it's really not dry enough for Bertha to get over there to put the stuff over there. So we've still got it just a couple more days, and then I'll be moving all that stuff and getting some things going. We got to move Shorty's old four-wheeler back there. But some awesome subscribers, y'all sent me the parts for the Buggy, y'all. So just so you know, the Buggy is fixing to get some major upgrades, and can't wait for y'all to see that. I can't wait to get started on that project. I'm gonna have to let it warm up just a little bit more and make some room for it. But it's gonna be very cool, y'all. Can't wait. I still got a couple little things I got to do to it before we can start on it, but it's going to be happening real soon, which I'm really excited. Y'all have seen the video when we first built the Buggy. Wait till you see the video of us putting it together and what we're going to do to it. Major upgrades, and it's going to be very cool. So can't wait for that. So anyway, it looks like Shorty's got some parts coming for the four-wheeler. She was having a hard time riding it the last time because the throttle was getting old and the cable was sticking. So we got a new cable coming for it, and a new little push throttle thing there for your thumb, because it was taking pretty much all of her strength to push that in, and it shouldn't be that hard. When we first got the four-wheeler, she could push it real easy with her thumb, but now she can't do it at all. So we're gonna put that on there. This way she can get the four-wheeler out here playing on it again. And she's been trying to learn to ride the big bike. We got this Crazy Bird electric bike over here, but it's got pedals and everything, but it's just a hair too tall for her. So she's been kind of fighting with trying to get this to ride right. So you see the Crazy Bird. So like I said, she's been kind of fighting with it. Seat's down as far as it'll go, but it's still just a tad bit tall for her. So we're gonna be working on getting that done for her. So we get the four-wheeler done for her here soon, so she can start riding it. And who knows? by the end of the summer, she's gonna hit that growth spurt, and pretty soon she'll be right up there for the crazy bird. But you know, she where we lived in Florida was all sand everywhere, so she couldn't really learn to ride a bike. You know, so she's never really had much of an opportunity to learn to ride a bike. So it is what it is. So she's learning. She's getting there. So anyway, we're gonna call this a day today. Don't forget, y'all, go chase that dream. I don't care. I know you hear me preach it all the time, but go get that dream. You know, don't give up on it. No matter how hard you think it is, or if you think you can't do it, you can do it with the right attitude. Remember, attitude times altitude determines, or attitude times aptitude determines altitude. There we go. I got it right finally. Yeah. Quit pointing at me. I know. I hear you. So anyway, I love y'all. Don't forget, like and subscribe, share. Tell everybody to come see Junk to Gems over here, where you never know what kind of junk may turn into a gem. See you tomorrow.